One morning, as Gregor Samso was waking up from anxious dreams, he discovered that in bed he had been changed into a monstrous, verminous bug.
Gregor! Gregor! What's going on?
Gregor, it's 7:15. Don't you want to be on your way?
Gregor, are you alright? Do you need anything?
Gregor, the manager is here.
Gregor, Mr. Manager has come and he is asking why you've not left on the early train. So please open the door. He will be good enough to forgive the mess in your room.
I'm opening the door immediately, this very moment. Mr. Manager, please take it easy on my parents. I will be at the office in person right away. Please have the goodness to say that and to convey my respects to the chief.
Did you understand a single word? Is he playing fool with us?
Perhaps he's very ill and we're upsetting him.
Have you heard Gregor speak yet? That was an animal's voice.
Gregor, open the door, I beg you.
At this point, Gregor made his decision. He must get out of bed.
Mr. Manager, now I'll get dressed right away and set off. You'll allow me to set out on my way, will you not?
In an attempt to prevent the manager from leaving, Gregor began to scurry forward.
I must not allow the manager to go away in this frame of mind. The future of myself and my family depend on it.
But the manager was already gone before Gregor had finished phrasing his question. Without thinking that his speech possibly had once again not been understood, he left the wing of the door and pushed himself through the opening. His father picked up a broom and began driving Gregor back into his room. No request of Gregor's was of any use. Then his father gave him one strong, liberating push and retreated from the room.
What a quiet life the family leads. It was so still all around, in spite of the fact that the apartment was certainly not empty.
His parents could not bring themselves to visit him, and he heard how fully they acknowledged his sister's work. Now, both his father and his mother often waited in front of Gregor's door while his sister cleaned up inside, and as soon as she came out, she had to explain in detail how things looked in the room, what Gregor had eaten, how he had behaved at this time, and whether perhaps a slight improvement was perceptible.
Let me go to Gregor. He's my unlucky son. Don't you understand that I have to go to him?
Perhaps it would be a good thing if my mother came in. Not every day, of course, but maybe once a week. She would certainly understand everything much better than my sister, who is still a child in spite of all of her courage.
Gregor's wish to see his mother was soon realized. While during the day, Gregor did not want to show himself through the window, and he couldn't crawl around very much on the few square meters of the floor. For diversion, he acquired the habit of crawling back and forth across the walls and ceiling. His sister noticed immediately this new form of amusement, for as he crawled about, he left traces of the sticky stuff on his legs on the walls.
Come on, he's not visible.
Is it not the case that by removing the furniture, we're showing that we're giving up all hope of an improvement in his condition?
In having been separated from them and living this monotonous life, void of any kind of human contact, why is it that I wanted my room emptied? Only used to crawl about in all directions without disturbance? If I continue this way, I will forget that I was human. Am I already so far gone that there is no return for me?
But his sister thought otherwise. She had grown accustomed, certainly not without justification, to acting as the special expert on matters concerning Gregor.
But of course we must remove the furniture. Gregor is not human anymore, and it is likely that he has already forgotten us. We cannot understand him, but I know that he enjoys crawling about, and there is no reason for us to prevent him.
Well, it seemed that there is no way for me to prevent them from removing the drawers, and they honestly hold no necessity to me currently. They couldn't take anything more from me, or I will truly lose the fact that I am human.
A sense of hopelessness stemmed from the idea that they had been struck with a misfortune that no one else in the world could compare to. There was no more that Gregor could do for his family. Greta was the only member of his family to whom Gregor had continued to stay close to over the years of providing for his family. It had always been his secret plan to send her to the conservatory, for in contrast to him, Greta loved music very much and knew how to play the violin very well.
While Greta was playing, they chatted, as if only allowing her to play out of politeness to my family.
My dear parents, things cannot go any longer in this way. Maybe you do not understand that, but I do. I will not utter my brother's name in front of this monster. We have tried all that is humanly possible to take care of it and to be patient. I believe that no one can criticize us in the slightest.
She's right in 1,000 ways.
But I was not trying to be a bother. I still know of my roots. I still understand you. Please, just listen to me.
If only he could understand us, then maybe we could come to some kind of compromise.
It must be gotten rid of. This is the only way, Father. You must understand that this is not Gregor. But we could go on living and honor his memory, but this animal plagues us.
Of course I am no use to them. I am not trying to inconvenience them. All I want is to help them. Is there truly nothing more I can do for them? Am I doomed to be a burden until I kill them all?
He had pains throughout his entire body, but it seemed to him that they were gradually becoming weaker and weaker, and would finally go away completely. Then, without willing it, his head sank all the way down, and from his nostrils his last breath. They came and stood around Gregor's corpse in the room, which was already quite bright.